Thank you for coming today. I am here to announce that we are going to kick off the event with the flag raising. We're going to have our elected officials stand over here. So if First Selectman Mike Frida, Mayor Lauren Garrett, Congresswoman Rosa DeLauro can stand right over here, and State Rep Dave Yaccarino. Thank you for coming today. So it was important for us to have Mayor Lauren Garrett here from Hamden, because she's going to be symbolically passing the torch to North Haven Pride. Hamden Pride started a year ago, and we attended it, and it inspired us to make this happen in our community today. So thank you to Mayor Garrett and the town of Hamden for inspiring us. We're going to have the color guard from the Girl Scouts come and bring the flag, and we're going to start the ceremony.
Girl Scouts, attention. Color guard, advance. Color guard, post the colors. Color guard, honor your flag. Please join us in saying the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Color guard dismissed.
Great job, color guard. Right now we're going to head over to the showmobile. We're going to have Brandy and our elected officials speak. Thank you.
Good morning, North Haven Pride. You look so beautiful. I'm Brandy Mandato. I'm one of the co-chairs of North Haven Pride. I use she series pronouns, and my favorite thing to be called is Mom. Marsha P. Johnson taught us that history isn't something you look back at and say, it was inevitable. It happens because people make decisions that are sometimes very impulsive and of the moment, but those moments are cumulative realities. When we formally started organizing this celebration, we put one foot in front of the other down a path paved for us by leaders, dreamers, and activists that came before us. Some we are honored to be joined by here today. The concept of North Haven Pride was immediately embraced by First Selectman Mike Frida, along with his incredible team, who we thank for their guidance and unwavering commitment to a town where all people feel welcome and know they belong. We also thank you for your support, your leadership, and your guidance, Hamden Mayor Garrett and State Representative Yaccarino. The response from this community has been abundant. Following our first announcements, we received an outpouring of love and a near constant refrain of, "How can I help?" and "What do you need?" We received personal messages from both current and former LGBTQ North Haven residents that said things like, "I can't believe this is finally happening in my hometown. I've lived here my whole life, and I can't thank you enough for making this possible. I didn't know North Haven was this cool." We are. Today would not be possible without the financial support and allyship of our donors and sponsors. Healthcare Advocates International, we thank you for your pioneering work and decades of care for the LGBTQ community. Additionally, Franklin Communities, Liberty Bank, Medtronic, 80 Proof American Kitchen and Bar, and 12% Beer Project. Your support is responsible for every smile, every connection, every moment of joy today. We are so grateful to your commitment to queer folks in North Haven. To our dozens of community partners and vendors, together we are creating a tapestry of spaces across the town and beyond where queer people know they are safe and valued. Many of you have been doing this work for decades, and we are honored to join your ranks. I want to thank my brilliant co-chair, Jamie Kurzmarzik, who spends every day thinking about how to make the world a better place for all of our children. The leadership team of North Haven Pride, Amanda Gabriel, Tim Gabriel, Scott Friedman, Lauren Tagliatella, Melanie Bernier, Saul David, Genevieve Cabrera. Our captains and subject matter experts, Vanessa Pomerico, Steve Greco, Rick Bernier, Allison Greaveson, Sue Foraker, and Sarah Foraker, and the dozens of volunteers who offered their time and talent to create today's event. Thank you, thank you, thank you. To the young people in this community who demanded this, who spent hours of time helping with the planning, creating beautiful art, and providing us your guidance and leadership, we thank you. Our community, this town, our world is better simply because you exist. May today make your flame burn even brighter. Harvey Milk told us it takes no compromise to give people their rights. It takes no money to respect the individual. It takes no political deal to give people freedom. It takes no survey to remove repression. As we stand here today together, I am reminded of the battles that we have fought, of the family we have lost to HIV and AIDS, to ignorance, to hatred. And when I think about the moment we are facing, I am reminded of the mountains our ancestors climbed together. The way our children see through the politicizing to the person, and I know we are stronger in our joy and celebration than any force that would try to take that away. We are queer, we have always been here. I am so proud today, and I will be happy to wake up tomorrow in a North Haven that is even prouder. Thank you so much for coming. I cannot wait to do this again with all of you next year. Now, it is my absolute honor to introduce our next speaker, a leader who co-sponsored the Respect for Marriage Act and the Equality Act, who helped repeal Don't Ask, Don't Tell, and just earlier this year voted against harmful anti-trans legislation that targeted trans youth athletes. A fearless advocate for the people she represents, and the person who ignited my career in policy and public service when, many years ago on the campaign trail, she took the time to listen to my Nani talk about her hopes and fears for her family and our community. And then, several weeks later, saw us again, remembered my grandmother, and spoke to her about the solution she had for the issues they had previously discussed. For the rest of her life, my Nani would take me by the hand on election day and say, "Come on, it's time to go vote for your friend Rosa." Please join me in welcoming Congresswoman Rosa DeLauro to North Haven Pride.
Brandy, thank you so much. You bring tears to my eyes. Thank you for your spirit, for your courage, for your generosity, for your absolute kindness to everyone. And today is such a glorious day. It really is. It is a day filled with pride. It is about pride. And I'm so delighted to join everyone here in North Haven. And the last we met Brandy and Jamie in Guilford, which is, just a couple of weeks ago at the Pride gathering there, and they said, can you be with us on, what is today day? It's the 9th, the 17th. I said, absolutely, I'll be there. And I wanted to be here with all of you. I want to recognize the other co-chairs. There's obviously Brandy. I loved hearing the word Nani. That really brings me back to my grandmother all those years ago. To you, Brandy, and to Jamie, and you mentioned all the names, but Scott, Tim, Amanda, Lauren, Tutti, everyone, who made this possible. Thank you so much. But I also have to acknowledge good friends who are leaders in our communities. And some days, it's not easy to be a leader in our communities, but they take it on. And that's North Haven's first selectman, Mike Frieda. Yes. And Mayor Lauren Garrett, who I was with last night. And I say both individuals who have given their life to public service and always have the courage to stand up for their constituents, but for what they believe in and the values and principles of this nation, of this country, and to make sure that everyone gets the opportunity to succeed. And Mike, I want to just say a special thank you to you for your courage and for doing the right thing, and for understanding, as you were quoted in the press, how discrimination hurts and torments people in their lives. And that's not what we should be about. I am so proud of the residents of North Haven for working to make this community an even better place, a more inclusive place for people to live, for everyone to live. It is so critically important that everyone feels safe in their communities, affirmed that they belong somewhere, and that people reach out their hands to them when they are in need. And North Haven's Pride mission is very simple. It is a celebration. It is a celebration, and what I know will be the first of many North Haven Pride celebrations. You begin a tradition here that is welcoming and that celebrates the beauty and the diversity of the LGBT community. It is inspiring what you're doing here today. Through this inaugural event, we aspire to create a space that prioritizes joy and liberation while still acknowledging the current challenges that face the LGBTQ community. What I see today is about respect. It's about dignity. It is about accepting people for who they are. And we cannot allow a nation to discriminate. That is not what this country and the principles of this nation are built on. And we have to fight against discrimination wherever it exists. I belong to, along with so many of my colleagues, David Cicilline, Mark Takano, Sharice Davids, and others, part of the Congressional LGBTQ Equality Caucus. You have my word, I'll continue to fight until every American is able to enjoy the same protections under the law. And I listened to the pledge today, and it says, liberty and justice for all. If for all is what is critically important and what we have to understand. I was proud, Brandy, to support the Respect for Marriage Act, to support the Equality Act, and to move forward with and to amend our civil rights laws to be able to legally protect LGBTQ individuals from discrimination nationwide. Tolerance. We are a nation that must really move to tolerance for everyone, wherever you are, whatever political party you belong to, whatever you care about, whomever you love. We need to really embrace people and not push them aside. Progress, my friends, is never secure. No rest for the weary, but no one here is getting tired, right? We're there, we're going to make it happen. We celebrate because we know that love will win at the end. I can't thank you enough for inviting me to join with you today. It is my honor. Love you guys, and whatever you need, I'm there. Let's make the fight. Let's make this the great nation that it is, and make everyone feel accepted and loved in North Haven, in the state of Connecticut, and in the United States of America.
Keep it going for Congresswoman DeLauro! Start clapping right now. Right now. Don't stop clapping. For First Selectman Mike Frida!
Well, thank you very much, and I'd like to extend a warm welcome to everyone here today. And I'd like to speak with you both from a professional and from a personal perspective. From a professional perspective, it's been my great pleasure to work with the North Haven Pride Committee, the wonderful North Haven residents and those who are on the committee that were once North Haven residents over these past several months. We were able to get things done, fast forward this event, and what we see here today, ladies and gentlemen, is a wonderful display of food vendors. We're going to have music here later, children's activities, a wonderful family event. On a personal note, I look at this as being a deeper meaning. A news reporter asked me years ago, Mike, why do you keep repeating the same message over and over? And I responded to the late Ann DiMatteo from the New Haven Register by saying, because when I say something for the first time, I'm not penetrating the entire audience. I'd like to say something today from a personal standpoint that I have been repeating all along. I want North Haven to be a community that's inclusive, that's warm, that's caring, that's welcoming to every single person who lives here and every single person who doesn't live here. The deeper meaning of this event today, underneath the festive facade that we see, which is wonderful, remarkable, and beautiful, I hope that this event is a powerful symbol for the fact that under this administration, North Haven will always be inclusive, warm, caring, and open to every single person in this community or who visits this community. Over the past 3 or 4 weeks, I've spoke with, or written back to, or text messaged with over 600 people. The majority have been very supportive of what we're doing. I've had to have some tough discussions with some, and I'm happy to say with those individuals, they understand what we're trying to accomplish here. And that's really good news, ladies and gentlemen, really good news. As we move forward, we will continue to support this Pride Committee, the LGBTQ community. We will continue to support this. We've already scheduled an event, this festival on the green for next year, and that I hope is yet another demonstration of the warmness, the inclusiveness, the open and the caring community that I want this community to be. So thank you very, very much for being here. Thank you to the North Haven Pride Committee. You have my support. You will continue to have my support. And I want to move forward, ladies and gentlemen, in a positive fashion here in North Haven. Thank you. I would now like to introduce another wonderful advocate for what we're doing here today. Our state representative from the 87th District representing North Haven, David Yaccarino, who has supported this event right from day one, who is a leader at the state level in anti-discrimination, who feels the same way I do about wanting a community that's inclusive, warm, open, and caring. His efforts at the state level may have gone unnoticed, but I'd like to publicly acknowledge him today for his efforts. I'm going to ask him to say a few words. State Representative Dave Yaccarino.
Thank you, Mike and Rosa and the whole committee. Really, today's event should be about everyday life, to love one another, to accept each other, and to be good to each other. At the state level, we do that on a daily basis, but we want to do that every day in North Haven, the state of Connecticut, really the country. We should be united people no matter what you are and who you are, but to love each other, be kind to each other, and always respect each other. And to all the young people, even the older people, always believe in yourself, think kind, think positive, and be good. So have fun, enjoy, and move forward. Thank you all. Thank you, Mike.
All right, guys, we're going to keep this moving. It's my honor to announce the mayor of Hamden, Lauren Garrett. Good morning. This is really beautiful. I'm proud of all of you showing your pride, and it's really wonderful that North Haven is doing this because gay kids don't know boundaries. And they don't just live in Hamden, they don't just live in North Haven. It's important that we have pride events all over our country so that they feel supported, so that they feel loved and accepted, and so that we're celebrating the diversity of our country. I want to thank some special people from Hamden who have been critical in getting our pride event off the ground and helping in North Haven, and that's Jackie and Amanda Forcucci. And I thought that I would follow Mike's lead and share something personal that has been dear to me and on my mind through all of these pride events. My godfather is gay, and it was very challenging for him to come out. He's around 60, and he was beaten, he was fired, he was discriminated against for being gay, and he's had a very tough life. He's lost friends to AIDS. He has, it's been a challenge. It was very hard during his time to be accepted. And our country has grown. We've had laws created and supported so that people feel safe, so that people can't get fired, so that people can get married, so that people can be open and love one another. We have legislation for hate crimes so that if you do suffer a hate crime, that person can spend more time in jail so that people can be safe. And I think it's really important that our country, our state, our towns celebrate all of the great accomplishments that have been made by the LGBTQ plus community, and that we affirm in our municipalities that that love is love, and that any love will be supported and appreciated, and hate has no home here. Thank you. Keep it going for Lauren Garrett! Yeah, guys, I just want to say something. It's so nice to see so many parents out here just letting their kids be who they want to be. I came out about 3 years ago, and I don't think I would have if my mom did not say something to me after I kissed a boy. I said, I didn't like that. And she said, that's okay, you know. And I came out 6 months later, and I don't think I would have if she didn't say that. And it was the scariest thing I had to do, but it was the best thing I ever did. So just be yourself, and it's just amazing to see so many parents here doing that, okay? Yeah, get it, we're all gay, we're all queer, yeah, let's do it, all right. It is a pleasure for me to announce our sponsor. I want you to give it up for Patty McKnight.
So my name is Patty McKnight, and I'm going to start on the personal end. I am not queer, I'm an ally. My job as an ally is to make sure that everyone knows that I'm always a safe place for them to come, to make sure that anyone who needs a voice, I can lend my voice to. I am the executive director at an organization in Stratford, Connecticut called Healthcare Advocates International. We are a double rainbow sponsor of this event. And why do I do what I do? I do what I do because I have 2 beautiful little granddaughters, and I want them to grow up in a world where love is truly love, where judgment goes away, and where they can live their best lives as their authentic selves. So quite often I hear from other parents, from other business owners on, they don't understand, they don't get it, they have questions. I would ask that you ask your questions and remember that it isn't important that you understand. It's important that you are kind and that you love people just as they are. That's all we're asking. So I'm proud to be back in North Haven. I raised my family in this town. It's an amazing town. I'm proud to sponsor this event, and Healthcare Advocates International will be here to help fight stigma and discrimination in the LGBTQ+ community for as long as we can, as long as we're needed, and hopefully that isn't too much longer. So have a great day.
Keep it going for Patty McKnight! Let her hear it! That is an ally, all right? All right, guys, why don't you start clapping right now for our next sponsor? Start clapping right now. Let's give it up for Tony Furiello!
Well, happy Pride, everybody. Happy Pride. Congratulations to North Haven's Pride Committee. What an amazing event you're holding today. Jamie, you rock. So I am the director of Healthcare Advocate International's Youth and Family Program. Thank you, Patty. And I'm asked a lot what Pride means to me. And Pride means a lot of things to me. First of all, it doesn't only happen in June for me. What Pride means to me is during the year I celebrate the pioneers of our community, the people that came before us. And if it wasn't for them, we wouldn't be here today. I also think about the people who have survived the hate and discrimination that the LGBTQ+ community goes through, but I also hold in my heart those who haven't. We have to remember those who have put their lives in front of our community. I guess the message I want to leave everybody with, which I typically do, is be kind to yourself, be kind to others, and always remember that healthcare advocates, not only do we see you, we believe you, and we love you, and we're here for you if you need us. Happy Pride, everyone.
All right, guys, we have a very special speaker. We have our youth speaker. Please give it up for Gabby!
Hi, I'm Gabby. I'm so happy that North Haven is having its first ever Pride event. I think it's truly remarkable that we were all able to come, rain or shine. It's definitely a cruel summer out here this year. As I once said when I previously spoke at the Pride flag raising, North Haven and school administration has saved lives of many teens who feel like they don't belong anywhere else. As a queer teenager who also happened to grow up Catholic, coming out is really scary and a nerve-wracking process. I always had to struggle with keeping my faith and being true to myself at the same time. Hearing the sentence, "gay people aren't always allowed in church," when I was a kid made me want to hide myself, and it took me a while to navigate myself from there. Thank God I'm in an accepting community like our town, because I wouldn't be able to find myself if I hadn't had this type of support. I'd like to thank my town, my teachers, my friends, and especially my family for giving me room to grow. I know there are kids younger than me listening to me speak right now, and I just want each and every one of you to know, if you need anyone to talk to, I'm here. We are all here. Look around. There are so many people who support you and will fight for you. Even though I know it might seem like you're alone, especially since unfortunately the bullying that happens at the high school and especially at the middle school is really intense and frequent, you are loved. Trust me. As much as it's easier said than done, ignore them. You are fine just the way you are. Stand up for yourself. Speak up. You won't just be making a difference for yourself, but for everyone else too. Be fearless and protect yourself. You are all making a true difference, and today you are part of history. Always remember, we shouldn't get to pick and choose what good people get freedom, love, and support. Also, a very quick but so very important shout out to trans youth, trans adults, and Black LGBTQ members who face double the amount of discrimination. We appreciate you, we see you, and we stand with you. Thank you.
Going. Are you guys having a good time? You guys having a good time? We're going to take a quick break. I just want to make sure we're all following everything on Instagram. North Haven Pride, all that good stuff. This is DJ Bad Babes. She's going to do the tunes for you right now, all right? That's Bad Babes with a Z, all right? I want you to remember that, all right? My name is Leslie Goetsch. We'll be back. Go have fun. We'll see you in a second.